would you say are some of we talked about students, what students need to know. We talked about some things that the AUC schools could do. But if you had to do one thing to start out to actually help grow the program, but also talk about the important impacts that folks like us that have graduated from the dual degree engineering program, what would that messaging say? What would that one-liner be to either industry or students?
I think my one-liner would be, there's power in your STEM. So let's not quickly give up on it. Let's figure out how to identify the resources for you to be successful, because there's so much power in it, not just your presence in the classroom, but your presence in those companies, in those research labs, in those government labs, and the power of them seeing your face and the impact that you can have. So don't just so easily walk away. Let's help you get the resources so you don't have to do that.
I think the truth that really became something for me to see when I went to Morehouse, because again, I'm a child of the 90s where Black men, you were getting to be killed by the time you were 25 and blah, blah, blah. That was the outlook and what I thought too. But is that there are Black power networks that exist. And I think if you grew up not being in touch with one, but as soon as you go to an HBCU, you're like, there are Black power networks here. Yes. And the other thing, you know, there are Black excellence educational networks that exist where you can channel into them and they will power you through, right? And you and all of this, that whitest water is the prettiest water. I think you end up being able to really let that go when you really appreciate the power of Black excellence that is existing in these communities.
There's not a one size fits all model. And I think that so often we kind of think that there's this one path, and it's similar to what we said before, but many people get caught up. Like, I was from a rural community, and, you know, I'm up here looking for models. I'm looking for templates. I'm looking for blueprints. And sometimes, you know, you can retain who you are and still be successful. And I think that everyone across every perspective needs to say, oh, this person has purple hair, or this person, you know, speaks differently, or this person thinks differently, but they can still succeed. And I think so often we get caught up, even in our own communities, of this is what an engineer looks like. This is what an engineer does. This is how an engineer behaves, or this is the path, or they're not entrepreneurial, or you're too this, or you, like, as Manu and I say, we laugh all the time. We met and talked about something about Jerry Springer, but that's another issue altogether. And, you know, I think that, you know, it's just that. It's getting out of the box, but being okay and seeing diversity even in that perspective too.